Hello, welcome to No Yoga. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Jess and today I'm in Berlin, beautiful Berlin. It's a gorgeous day. I'm in City Park and I thought I would do my yoga class outside with you today. So we're going to be doing back strengthening yoga, working on our core muscles. It's going to be nice and gentle. So it's going to help improve our posture, sit up nice and tall, help if you get any backache, if you sit at a desk all day, or generally you just feel like maybe you need to open up your shoulders a little bit more and stand up tall. So when you're ready, roll out your mats and I will see you there. Okay, so we're going to start in child's pose. So bringing your knees as wide as your yoga mat, big toes to touch, sink your hips down onto your heels and walk your hands forward until eventually your forehead meets the mat. And when you get there, slowly start to deepen your breath. Inhaling deeply through your nose, exhaling out through your nose or mouth, you choose. Just take a second to land here. Close your eyes. Bringing your awareness to your breath. And just take one more breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, lift your forehead, look towards your hands, downward facing dog. So jumping right in today, spread your fingertips wide, curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Walking it out, pressing one heel down and then the other, bending through one knee and the other, keeping a soft joints, bumping your hips from side to side. Coming back to your breath, breathe deep. Just warming up, waking up our body. So we're just going to do a few sun salutations just to warm ourselves up. So when you're ready, bend your knees, look towards your hands, step, jump, float towards the top of the mat, forward fold. Relax your head. Keep a softness in your knees here. Maybe find a gentle sway from side to side. And just find stillness for a breath. Inhale, halfway lift. So straightening through your spine, press your hands into your shins as you look down towards the earth. Squeeze your elbows into your side. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Bend your knees, rise all the way up to standing. Stretch your arms up towards the sky. Take your gaze towards your hands. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes for a second. Feet are hip width apart. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. Just find a breath here. Inhale. And exhale, drop your hands down by your sides. Nice. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Raise your arms all the way up. Take your gaze towards your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Crown of the head towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze your elbows in. Exhale, chaturanga. Hands plant onto the mat. Step back to high plank. Lowering to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, we find our downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Nice. Squeeze your fingertips into the mat here. Take the weight out of your wrists. Inhale, bend your knees, look towards your hands, step, jump, float towards the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, extended mountain pose. We rise all the way up to standing. Look towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Extended mountain pose. Sweep your arms forward and up, all the way. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine is long. Exhale, forward fold. Release the crown of the head towards the earth. Chaturanga. Stepping back to high plank, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Nice. Taking a breath here. Walking it out. Just find a second, find stillness in your dog. We're just going to find a twist in our downward dog here. So when you're ready, bring your feet about hip width apart. Find a generous bend in your knees. As you inhale, take your right hand towards your left ankle. If you can grab it, try and keep your hips square. Pull, actively pull your chest here. Exhale, release. Back to downward facing dog. Take a breath as we switch sides. Left hand reaches towards right ankle. Keeping your hips square as you pull yourself under, looking underneath your right armpit chest this time. Find an inhale. And exhale back to your downward facing dog. Nice. One last breath here. And exhale, lower your knees down to the mat. Puppy pose. So puppy pose. Walk your hands very slightly forward. Walk your knees back. Sink your chest down. Forehead to the mat. Option to tuck your toes under. Press your chest down towards the mat. Should feel a generous opening in your shoulders. Just find a breath here. Puppy pose. Just take one last breath here. Inhale. And exhale, lift your forehead. We're just going to come through Sphinx pose. So coming down onto your belly. Just reset your elbows so that they're directly under your shoulders. Forearms are parallel towards one another, facing forwards towards the top of the mat. Press your pelvis into the mat as you inhale. Open your chest, look forward. Almost like you're actively pulling the mat towards you. It's a very active pose. Press the top of your feet into the mat. Open your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Find a breath here. Inhale. And exhale fully. Nice. We're just going to flow through Sphinx and puppy pose. So when you're ready, find an inhale here. Exhale, we go back to puppy pose. Lift your hips, curl your toes under. Puppy pose. Sink your chest down. Inhale, back to Sphinx. Lift your chest, open your chest, look forward, squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, puppy pose. Curl your toes under, lift your hips, sink your chest. Inhale, Sphinx pose. Open your chest, look forward. Exhale, puppy. Inhale, back to Sphinx. Open your chest, look forward. Exhale, puppy pose. Inhale, back to Sphinx. Open your chest, look forward. Exhale, puppy pose. Nice. Coming back through to Sphinx here, press your hands into the mat, lift your elbows, find your seal pose. If this is too much for you, stay in Sphinx. It could be quite intense on the lower back if you're not careful. Option to walk your hands forward to make it slightly less intense on your lower back. If you have the flexibility, I invite you to pull your hands slightly further in. Open your chest, look forward, find an inhale here. And exhale to stay. Inhale, open your chest, look forward. Exhale, lowering down, forehead comes all the way to the mat. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders, cobra. And exhale, forehead comes down to the mat. We're going to find our locust pose here. So bring your hands down, your sides, palms face the earth, forehead comes down to the mat. On your next inhale, we're going to lift our head, shoulders, hands, and also your feet. Lifting, squeeze everything together, look forward. Inhale, exhale, release everything down. Inhale, locust pose, squeeze everything together, look forward. Exhale, release. Nice. Inhale to lift. One last time. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And exhale, release. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. Create a little pillow with your hands and just rest your head one side or the other you choose. Just take a second. Come back to your breath. Nice. One last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Plant your hands. Downward facing dog. So spread your fingertips wide. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Nice. Rolling through to plank pose. So plank pose. So spread your fingertips wide. Hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your feet about hip width apart. We're not going to be here long, so we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Planting through your right hand, rolling onto the outer edge, side plank. Coming into our side plank here, lift your hips, lift your right hand up towards the sky. Inhale, Vashisthasana, hand comes up and over, lift your hips. Hold for a breath. Exhale, release back to plank pose. We go to the other side, so plant your left hand this time. Right hand, left hand lifts, side plank. Inhale, lift, Vashisthasana, left hand comes up and over, open your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, back to plank pose, very nice. Chaturanga, lowering all the way down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, you choose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Very nice. Coming back for a breath. Child's pose. Lower your knees down to the earth. Take them as wide as your yoga mat. Big toes to touch as we sink our forehead down. Just take a rest. Let's fix my mic. Nice. Close your eyes. Option to lift the palms. Keep your fingertips on the mat if you want to find more of an opening in your shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, sink your chest. Last breath here. Inhale. Exhale, lift your forehead, look towards your hands, and come and have a seat. Come to a seat, so swing your leg around. We're just going to find boat pose here, boat pose. So, keeping your knees bent, feet flat on the mat, bring your hands behind you just to straighten up your spine, open your chest, drop your shoulders, lift one foot and then the other. Knees are bent, shins are parallel to the sky, release your hands, look forward. Inhale, lift your hands. We hold for 5, 4, breathe, 2, and 1. Release your feet down. Wrap your arms around your shins and just drop your forehead. Just for a breath here. Inhale, lift your forehead, boat pose. So set yourself up here. When you're ready, we lift one shin and then the other, parallel towards the sky. Release your hands. Option to keep them down on the mat. Or release, hands to heart center. You can raise your arms up. We're going to be here for another 5, 4, open your chest, 3, hold, 2, and 1, release. Coming down onto your back now, straighten your feet out, legs out in front of you. We're going to find fish pose, fish pose. So we're going to bend one elbow underneath us and the other. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you inhale and release the crown of the head down towards the earth. Fish pose. Press away from your yoga mat with your shoulders, careful not to dump. Press out and away. Lift your chest. Inhale. Find an inhale here. And exhale fully to hold. Inhale one last time. And exhale, lift your head, release your elbows, come down to lay all the way down onto your back. Oh, leaf in my hair. Wondered what that was. Okay, bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, squeeze them in, roll gently from side to side, give your lower back a little love here. Happy baby. So bringing your knee, keep your knees bent in, grabbing the outer edges of your feet. We raise the soles of our feet up towards the earth and actively pull with your hands, your knees down towards your towards your sides. Keep your back flat on the earth. Find a gentle rock here from side to side. A generous opening in your hips. Come back to your breath. Close your eyes. Option, straighten through one leg and then the other. Bringing both feet in, have a moment of play. Find some movement that feels good. Nice. Release your feet down towards the earth. Keep your knees bent up towards the sky. Bridge pose. This is our final pose. So plant your feet firmly on the earth. Just walk your heels very slightly in further towards your hips. Press the palms of your hands into the mat as we slowly inhale. Lift your hips all the way up. Snuggle your shoulder blades underneath you. Tuck your chin. Lift your hips. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Hips come back down towards the earth. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, release. One last time here. Inhale, lift your hips. And exhale, release. Nice. Find your Shavasana here. Straighten your legs out. Feet as wide as your yoga mat. Open your palms up towards the sky. Close your eyes. Come back to your breath. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. We'll close this practice together with 3 breaths. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, blow it all the way to the bottom. Seal your lips. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Release. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Let it go. One last time together. Seal your lips as you inhale through your nose. And exhale. Sigh it out. Invitation to stay here for as long as you need, or we will close here. Thank you so much for joining me today in Berlin. Next class will be somewhere else around Europe. You'll have to watch to find out. I will see you there. Have a great day.